Aloha, this is Professor Truthiracy. While I'm working on my upcoming mind-blowing documentary, I wanted to give some insight, that is enlightenment of the bright light of the right side of truth versus the left dark side of ignorance and flat-out lies. The truth is the spherical light, and the flat lies are in the perspective viewpoint of the flat wall, where the sun shines upon and creates a shadow, a fake flat image of truth. My upcoming documentary is perhaps the greatest philosophical wisdom of Plato's cave to date, as it applies to our modern world around us today. I chose this character to represent me for many reasons. I tried many other characters from light to dark, but for the very same reason that I do not use my real face in my videos, it's because of the natural distraction it causes, away from the subject at hand. Please try to focus on my words of wisdom, not my fake, thin, flat skin appearance. This video is just an introduction to the upcoming Wall of Truth. The following is what I call silent wisdom, and this is but a grain of it. So, you think you have knowledge? Use your knowledge, and see if you could pass this simple test of visual perspective. We will see if you are knowledgeable and know where the edge of the ledge is. I have made two pictures with the sun and moon spheres that are identical sizes. The only difference is that one picture is close together, and the other is far apart from each other. Can you guess which is which? So, if you were able to guess the correct one, it was indeed just that, a guess. The truth is that having just one viewpoint perspective, one cannot see the truth of all. One must gain a different perspective in order to see the truth from all angles. Having a flat perspective of ignorance versus having the spherical truth of the wise dome. The truth is that having just one viewpoint perspective, one cannot see the truth of all. One must gain a different perspective in order to see the truth from all angles. So, if the huge sun and our tiny Earth were next to each other, then our perspective of the sunlight angles of the rays would appear to us like this. Our huge sun is so far away that from our perspective here on Earth, it appears to be very small relative to our visual view of the landscape and our skies above. Trying to line up the angles, as the flatheads tried to demonstrate, is an impossible way to determine the distance. As we saw in the earlier demonstration, the distance cannot be calculated without other relevant information enabling us to gain proper perspective. Operation Flat Earth, or Operation Flathead, was designed to expose the basic stupidity of those who are programmed to repeat, and not to think with their spherical heads. In my upcoming documentary I will be exposing key elements of this reverse psychological operation on the sheep of El. One example is the symbol of the obelisk or monolith. We all saw it decades ago before we all saw it again on September 11, 2001. This viewpoint of perspective was used by the elite as part of their mind control project. Operation Flathead was created and planned long ago. As an example of some of the mind control they used, is the visual perspective viewpoint of our landscape or the horizon. One of the first Hollywood films to feature the monolith and the viewpoint perspective was the blockbuster film called 2001: A Space Odyssey, which was released in 1968, over 47 years ago. We saw it again 30 years later, in the movie The Big Lebowski, released in 1998. both films, along with countless others, foreshadowed the events on September 11, 2001. Take notice of the viewpoint perspectives of the monoliths.
Repeat after me. Repeat after me. Secret code. Pouring every region upon everything we do. Mysterious scribbling. Exposing every weakness, however carefully. Repeat after me. What have we here, laddie? Mysterious scribblings. A secret code. A secret code. Mysterious scribblings. Oh, poems no less. Poems, everybody.
And of course this is why we see this perspective viewpoint in Operation Flathead.
Honey, get back. I'm all right, Jack. Absolute rubbish, laddie. Repeat after me. Repeat after me. Get on with young one. Absolute rubbish, laddie. Repeat after me. An acre is the area of a rectangle whose length is one furlong and whose width is 1 cubit.
Sunrise. He sees the flashlight. As the flashlight disappears, the sunlight disappears on the ground. This is what we see in real life.
We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teacher, leave them kids alone. Another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall.
And this perspective tells us the earth is flat.
Nobody knows whether or not this flatter map is exactly right or not. Nobody knows whether or not this flatter map is exactly right or not.
We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey! Teacher, leave them kids alone. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. We don't need no education. If you don't teach your meat, you can't have any pudding. We don't need no school control. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Lots of answers in the classroom. Yes, you laddie. Poems, everybody. The laddie reckons himself a poet. Teachers leave us kids
The elite use the wall to divide and to keep us mentally captive. The wall is a symbol of our ignorance, a symbol of a caged and cornered animal.
Teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey! Teacher, leave them kids alone. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. You're just another brick in the wall.
We don't need no education.
If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding.
We don't need no school control.
How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
Lots of handsome in the classroom.
Yes, you laddie! Poems, everybody! The laddie making himself a poem.
Just leave the kids alone.
Invest your money in Wall Street today. Invest your money in Wall Street today.
Whose length is one furrow, and whose width is one cubit.
Cowbell. I gotta have more cowbell.
The spherical sunlight is blinding only for those who live in a dark cave of ignorance. The Flat Earth Project, or Operation Flathead, is still underway as I speak, but I will help you gain the wisdom of the wise dome of spherical knowledge. The elite elders of the bullmen of the Illuminati want the flatheads to have no ledge. It's a double cross, reverse psyops on the ignorant cavemen, the dumb flatheads who know something, which is of course no thing.
We don't need no education. We don't need no force control.
The wall is a symbol of our captivity. This is why the flatheads are talking about the wall of ice, at the edge of the ledge.
Can't read the language of Egyptian mummies on a flag or a moon, and can't find food for the starving tummies. Pay no mind to the youths, cause it's not like the future depends on it. We'll save the animals in the zoo, cause the chimpanzee them a make big money. We born not knowing, are we born knowing all? We growing wiser, are we just growing tall? Can you read thoughts? Can you read palms? Can you predict the future? Can you see storms coming? The earth was flat, if you went too far you would fall off. Now the earth is round, if the shape change again everybody would have start laugh. The average man can't prove up most of the things that he chooses to speak of, and still run research and find out the root of the truth that you seek of.
The elite use the wall to keep us mentally caged, but it's also a symbol of division, the dire and the vision of separation. The elite elders of EL have been mind-controlling us with the wall throughout history. They build up the walls, to only be later torn down. At one point the politicians will claim we need to build it, then the later jesters or jokers will then claim we need to tear it down. Now we have Mr. Bully himself, the big boss or the boss, the big bull who makes tall bold buildings, now wants to divide North and South America with a wall. The elite love to see the dumb flatheads smashing their own faces into walls, showing their level of stupidity.
Ever walk into a plate glass window? Two things are happening there. Pain and embarrassment. But pain takes a back seat to embarrassment, doesn't it? No matter how much pain you're in, if people are laughing, you just laugh along with them. Oh! Bam! I just slammed right into that thing, didn't I? Isn't that funny? It's so clean and shiny. Someone should put a sticker or a happy face or something. Isn't that funny? Oh my, is that blood? I'm bleeding. Isn't that funny? I'm bleeding. Oh my, can you help me find my eye? I lost my eye. I cannot find my eye.
To write 6 world record eating contests. Playing for the blue team, it's the Beer Bellies. It's time to face the hole.
The brick in the wall.
You don't eat your meat. You can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meet?
It's the game that's been a smash hit all over the world. Now it's finally here in America. It's the crazy Japanese show that we call Hole in the Wall. This should require some balance. And oh! The beer belly goes down hard.
Flow model, because there are a lot of things that seem to make the earth seem like flow, but at the same time, isn't it possible that we've all sort of taught all of these quote-unquote truths and known facts about the flow when we were just very small children?
But John, you're talking to two people, myself and the doctor, who have been around the world several times.
But if you're in the Concorde and you see the totally flat horizon, which is an equidistant circle all around you, as altitude is gained, the horizon level never drops. So if we did live on a globe, the higher and higher you went in altitude,
and the further your field of vision goes, your angle of attack, the horizon is going to get wider and wider as altitude gain. But if we did live on a sphere, then it should drop lower and lower the further away you look. And actually, that's better.
We should all be experiencing, the same daylight at the same time, shouldn't we?
The sun is not 93 million miles away, as we're told, nor is the Earth a ball spinning around it.
If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Yes, you laddie! Poems, everybody! The laddie makes himself a poem.
I'm sorry about the building.
I'm not.
You're not?
For one thing, we're insured for the damages.
I remember getting a call from the fire department commander telling me that they were not sure they were going to be able to contain the fire. And I said, we've had such terrible loss of life. Maybe the smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision to pull, and then we watched the building collapse.
Sir, from here in the building.
In the building? Hello? Forrester, what are you doing? Okay, we'll get you out of there. What floor? Wow, way up there?
Wrong question. It's for you, sir, from here in the building.
In the building? Hello?
Years ago I made a documentary about the Gremlins movies from the 80s that foreshadowed the mind programming of the World Trade Center on September 11, 2001. YouTube banned my channel. This is an example of why.